Om Shanti and good morning, viewers. Today we are again here to share and to celebrate in its true sense this much awaited festival of lights with you. Wishing you a very, very happy Diwali and New Year. May this festival bring lots of peace, love, joy in your life and also shower you with happiness, health, wealth, blessings, healings, and lots of laughter and smile.
Yes, of course, yes.
Dear viewers, but one thing here needs to be understood. Do you really believe that these festivals are going to bring happiness in our lives? Or is it something to do with me? In this regard, I would like to share my childhood experience. Each time whenever I used to get upset, sad or unhappy, my mother used to tell me, "Beta, don't be upset, don't be sad, today is a great day, today is an auspicious day, today is a special day, it's your birthday. You have to be very happy. Just come on, cheer up." But as I grew up, these things really made me think very deep, and I realized that no happiness lies in any festival. Because I am the creator of my own happiness, whether it's a special day or a holiday or an ordinary day. But being a creator of my own happiness, I have to create happiness every day, every moment, every second.
Very, very true. Yeah.
That's why, again, viewers, I am wishing you all happy Dilwalas and happy Dilwalis. You are the one with happy hearts and healthy minds. Dear friends, we have been celebrating Diwali as usual from the time immemorial, without bother to know the true essence of Diwali. In its spiritual sense, we never bother to know it. It reminds me of famous lines by Urdu poet. इस तरह के दौर के अंदाज निराले हैं, ज़हनों में अंधेरा है, सड़कों पे उजाले हैं. Strange are the stances of these developed times. There is a light on streets, but darkness in our minds. So therefore, in order to enlighten our minds with the light of knowledge and yoga, and also to put across the spiritual significance of this Diwali, we have with us Babul Bhai.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Babul Bhai.
Om Shanti.
Babul Bhai, please explain us, this 5 days Diwali starts with Dhanteras, followed by Choti Diwali, Diwali, and Lakshmi Pujan.
Yes, there are 5 days, yeah.
Days.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take up each day,
Okay.
in order to have it explained
Yes.
properly in a spiritual significant way. Especially on Dhanteras, people in India, they buy new clothes or jewelry, and also they perform the puja of Kuber, the god
Yes.
of riches. Will you tell us why, and also they believe that performing Lakshmi Puja would be incomplete without having Kuber Puja performed.
Yes.
Why it is so, and what this Kuber is symbolic of? Please let our viewers know it.
Okay. I have a laptop here,
Yeah.
and what I'm going to do is explain through a series of slides through a Diwali presentation. But firstly, before we move forward, Diwali is a very auspicious event, very auspicious festival,
Yes.
and basically it means a row of lights. Yeah?
Deepavali.
Deepavali, yeah, or Deepmala,
Yeah.
yeah,
A rosary of
yes.
lights.
So in the olden days, they used to light these earthenware lamps, and these diyas, it's symbolic of the flame of the soul, the spirit. And when I was a child, you spoke about happiness, you know. On every Diwali occasion, I used to be very happy. And what used to happen, this happiness used to emanate from the families, friends, neighbors, and the community and society. So what happened was, I used to think, why we are burning these fireworks? What is the meaning of it? But now we are in the spiritual era, and through spirituality, I've realized when people light the firecrackers, they are chasing away the demons of death. The demons, the evil spirits, they think this noise is there to chase away these devils. But now, from the physical or the devotional side, may we move into the spiritual side. So from noise of sound to silence. Yeah. So also in Diwali they've got this spinning wheel, and we used to light this, and it used to spin. Yeah. And this spinning fireworks represent the cycle of 5,000 years. So in Bhakti, they go around the temple, yeah, actually in a clockwise fashion. So the cycle also goes in a clockwise fashion. Then there's another firework called the skyrocket.
Yeah.
And it's a very beautiful item. When you put it in and you light it, it rockets up into the sky. Symbolic of the soul flying up into the soul world. Yeah. So also people talk about the smoke, and the smoke kills a lot of insects. Yeah, mosquitoes and insects. So this is actually killing the insects of doubt, fear, worry, jealousy. So we used to have a
Okay, you were explaining from a spiritual point that yes, our insects of jealous and all getting, chased away. But what about the environmental pollution caused by these crackers?
Okay. In South Africa, Diwali was only celebrated for 2 days, but in India it's 5 days. Yeah. And it used to be a Hindi day and a Tamil day, South Indian and North Indian. Only 2 days of the year, only Indians are celebrating fireworks. How much of pollution is that to the whole of South Africa, whole of Africa? When industries, businessmen, for the greed of money, they're putting out tons and tons and tons of sulfur into the atmosphere through the high-rise chimneys. Industries are putting out tons and tons of pollution, but no one looks at that because the vest for material greed. But here it's a religious aspect only for 2 days of a year. So it is in no comparison. Yeah. So, but this 2 days of happiness is only for 2 days of celebration for the whole year. As you say, happiness should be every day. Yeah. Diwali is symbolic of experiencing happiness through spirituality every day around the whole cycle. So, when we practice, as we move forward, I'll go to the second slide. Yeah. Dant means wealth. Yeah. Dhanteras is celebrated on the first day, and basically people look for wealth. They try to attain wealth. They start cleaning up all the businesses, the home, every corner. And this cleaning is symbolic of cleaning your own mind. Every corner of your mind, where there's doubt, where there's excuses, where there's defects, where there's jealousy, where there's gossiping, the cleaning starts in the mind. Because it's actually when people are trying to adopt wealth, and they also open new bank accounts, they also buy jewelry, yeah, they open new businesses. Symbolic of this is the affirmation of positive transformation from negative transformation, from negativity to positivity, sorry. Because buying something new is actually adopting new sanskaras. So we are putting positive affirmations into the mind. So we're reprogramming the subconscious mind with positive values, virtues, power, the treasures. Because at the end of Kali Yuga, everyone has a negative characteristic traits, and it's actually weighing them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So slide 2 tells us about the reprogramming of the subconscious mind through the power of yoga.
You mean to say buying new things is nothing but inculcating, imbibing or reprogramming our old sanskaras with new sanskaras?
Yes.
Which brings transformation.
Yes. Basically, old sanskaras are being submerged and new sanskaras are being emerged. And as a result, we create newness and uniqueness in our lives, in the lives of others, in our family, our friends, in society. And this is the celebration of the true Diwali. Dhanteras.
Earning wealth.
Because
newness.
Knowledge in spirituality is wealth. Yoga power is, next slide, I will explain the yoga power, is your actual health. So, health plus wealth is equal to?
Happiness.
Happiness. This is the method. So, if one is missing, no happiness. Yeah?
Yes.
Health plus wealth. So, you mentioned on the first day, it's also the worship of Kuber.
Kuber.
Now, who do you think this Kuber is? Who do you think this Kuber is?
Yes. It definitely the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, the Father of all souls.
Yes. Yes. He is the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of peace, the ocean of love, the ocean of health, the ocean of wealth, the ocean of prosperity, the ocean of bliss, the ocean of truth, the unlimited ocean of unlimited mercy. He is the Father of all souls in this universe. And this row of diyas represents the souls. But guess one important thing about Kuber. He comes down at the end of the cycle between Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga, called Sangam Yuga, to light up the flame of the diya of each and every lamp. And this is why
Every soul.
each and every soul. Yeah. So this is why in Bhakti, the symbolic of Kuber, they take one lamp and light and light each and every lamp with this one lamp. So it is symbolic of each and every soul is being lit up. The consciousness of the soul is being lit up. Because when the consciousness is down, the soul is dim. The soul experiences unhappiness, sorrow. And when his light of his consciousness illuminates, he begins to feel this happiness, the truth. He begins to feel the love, the peace, the joy. And this is what the true Diwali is all about.
Yes.
Because souls have fallen.
And what about Dhanvantari, Bhaiji?
Okay. Just before we move to the next slide, Dhanvantari, how you say this?
Dhanvantari.
Dhanvantari, okay.
You know, it is said in the scriptures like Dhanvantari emerged with the urn of Ayurveda medicine.
Okay, I'll explain to that in the next slide. But I just want to explain God Kuber. He is also God Shiva, the unlimited ocean of unlimited wealth, the bestower of liberation and liberation in life, Mukti and Jivan Mukti, the creator of heaven, Satya Yuga. And Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga is the true Diwali.
Yes.
So God descends.
The lamp of all souls were ignited.
Ignited. Yes. Very good word, ignited. I like this word because the flame, the supreme flame, ignites the flames of all these lamps, which is igniting and illuminating each and every soul. So beautiful. So the soul is light. Supreme power is light energy.
Yes,
supreme flame.
It came to my, reminds me of one thing, Bhaiji. There is a song in Hindi. Jyot se jyot jagate chalo, prem ki ganga bahate chalo. Always I used to think how that the Ganges of love, we have that flow by just lighting the lamp. I used to ask everyone, but I didn't get the answers. I didn't get any satisfaction from the answers people used to give. But now here, when I came to know, when a light of the soul is ignited,
yes,
the love naturally flows,
emanates
from the
flows,
soul.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me another thing, Bhaiji, soul means S-O-U-L.
Yes.
Source of an
unique
light.
Wow, wonderful.
And it's also a source of unlimited love.
Beautiful. Very, very, very
universal
well said.
love.
Yeah.
That means all these virtues, are connected with the light.
Yes.
If you want to experience peace, if you want to experience happiness, joy, peace, love, you need to be connected to your own self.
Yes. Light of knowledge.
That's
yes.
a being of light or knowledge.
So let's move to the next slide. You spoke about Dhanvantari, meaning the Lord of Ayurveda.
Yeah.
Yeah, specialist in medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. So Dhanaventra is basically the form of Vishnu with the 4 arms.
Yeah.
But there's no human being with 4 arms. Yeah? It depicts the number 1 couple, which is Lakshmi and Narayan, 2 arms of male and 2 arms of the female. But our eternal spiritual surgeon, who is Father Shiva, works through this Trimurti. This is why he is referred to as Trimurti Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, to cleanse and purify this old world and all souls in this universe. So, through this, God Shiva enlightens their souls, and these souls become deities in Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga.
But what is all about this medicine, Ayurveda medicine?
Ayurveda medicine,
from spiritual point of view.
From a spiritual point of view, God Shiva gives us this injection. He injects the soul with yoga power and spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge meaning God Shiva speaks the true Gita. This is why in the Gita it says, God speaks. Through yoga, we become healthy. Yeah? This injection of yoga also purifies the 5 elements of matter. This is why fruit, vegetable, this concept of Ayurveda is also blessing and healing what you ingest. Even water, food, and certain vegetation, plants, roots, trees are taken with the healing substance, and they're doubly blessed by Father Shiva, which is Lord Dhanavantri, working through the Supreme Father, the Supreme Surgeon, the Eternal Surgeon. So this is very unique. This is why Ayurveda has stemmed up in Bharat.
Yes.
It's a very natural form of healing. And those days there were no medicines, no pharmacies, no doctors. This was the way our food becomes our own medicine. And the body heals through the power of yoga and knowledge. So, at this time in the confluence age meaning between Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga, we can heal the mind, body and spirit through the spiritual surgeon and through the method of Dhanavantri.
That means it can also be termed Ayur medicine, Ayurveda, can also be termed as Ayur means Adhyatma and Veda means knowledge.
Yes.
Adhyatma, spiritual knowledge given by God Himself, as a surgeon.
Yes.
He injects the injection of knowledge. And
yes.
yoga, through which will become ever healthy, ever wealthy.
Yes, because it is said knowledge is power.
Yes.
And the whole world changes through this knowledge.
Okay, it's very nice, good explanation, Bhaiji. But tell me something about this second day where we celebrate Choti Diwali, or it is also known as Naraka Chaturdashi, where it has been told that Narakasura was killed by his own mother, Satyabhama. But I wonder, whenever I used to listen to such stories, Bhaji, on the path of devotion, how come, parents or children will be killed by their own parents? Can a mother ever kill her own children, Bhaji?
Firstly, Naraka meaning
Hell?
Hell. And Asura?
Devil.
Devil. Narakasura. So, when we mother these negative sanskaras, we are the mother of these negative sanskaras. We have to kill these demons in ourselves because it is affecting our health. If it affects our health, it will affect the wealth. We have to kill these demons of death. So, then only a mother cannot, according to the scriptures, what is written in the scripture, a mother kills the son. Yeah? Whether is the devil.
Will you please explain what are those, negativities of this hell, Bhaiji, Naraka?
Down the third slide from here, we are on slide number 5. You will find these, during the end of Kali Yuga, people experience so much of worry, disturbances in the mind. The whole world is a mental hospital. Yeah? Peacelessness. Everyone is crying out for peace. And who is the bestower of peace? Yeah? The ocean of peace is that one. So, he, through this injection of knowledge, helps us to fight the stress, the tension, the worry, the anxiety. Depression is a big cause now. Yeah? But I want to explain a little further about Choti Diwali. It's a second day.
But this term is very nice just now, as you said, Bhaiji, like Naraka, negativity,
Yes.
When you have nakaratmak soch, thoughts, negative thoughts, that leads to hell.
Yes.
And sakaratmak leads to swarga. So
Yes.
beautiful. Narakasura, the negativity what we have mother created is to be killed by us itself. So it's known as Narakasura, I think.
Yes. Negativity will
Killing,
keep
beheading.
you in Kali Yuga. Positivity will take you to Sati Yuga.
Okay.
Yeah? But the remembrance of the Supreme Father, this is why they say Man Manabhav in the Gita. Be mine with your mind. Very sweet word. Yeah? Very sweet phrase. So it's basically to behead these demons and the vices. Remembrance is the sharp edge of the sword. And we take out these demons of death. Yeah? So, and we go into the land of immortality.
Yeah.
Here there's untimely death. Everyone is scared of death. They will leave any time. So, Father Shiva teaches us how to fight these demons of death. And this is why we learn to behead these 10 heads of Ravan. This is why Dashera comes before Diwali. You cannot experience and enjoy Diwali without fighting the demons of death. So, also, I would like you to take a look at this picture on slide number 5. Yeah? Draupadis and Sitas are all souls, children of the Supreme Father.
Yes.
Yeah? So, when we souls are being stripped of our happiness,
Of our purity.
of our purity, people start praying to God. They only pray to God when they are unhappy. Yeah? This Draupadi is symbolic. The demons are stripping her. And they're praying to God, but they think Krishna is God. Symbolic of Krishna giving them 21 saris. So Father Shiva, through Father Brahma, because the Krishna soul is sitting in Father Brahma in his last and final birth, gives you these 21 saris, which means 21 births of the golden and silver ages, Sati Yuga and Treta Yuga. Why 21 births? Because our lifespan is very long, 150 years. We enjoy peace, love, health, wealth, prosperity. Also, they mention on second day, Lord Krishna he rescued 16,000 princesses and kept them in captivity. Then later they say he married 16,000 princesses. And also kept them in chastity. This 16,000, on the next slide I'll explain to you as a rosary, that Krishna, one man, is impossible to marry 16,000 women. This is symbolic of Father Shiva having this one thought, to change the world. Yeah? And the Brahma Kumaris is run by women. They maintain the purity. So the Krishna soul is Father Brahma. He brings all of them together. And this Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University is created by God Himself. So also on the second day, people visit friends, relatives, exchanging sweets, eats, happiness. It's a sharing the happiness and the gifts of knowledge. Yeah? So people become happy, sharing virtues, powers, treasures from God Shiva. So, slide 6 tells us, the first one, the hierarchy is Father Shiva, the creator of heaven. And then is Father Brahma and Saraswati Mama. These are the number one souls. Thereafter there's a rosary of 8, rosary of 100. And 16,000 is those 16,000 princesses, which is made up of, the rosary is made up of these princesses. So Krishna wasn't alone. This is the family path. We all were with him. Also, Narakasura. If you look at slide 7, this, the top line, represent the number one devils. And the first one is lust. When man experiences this, he is robbed of his vitality. When any human being is robbed of their vitality, they lose the strength, they become lazy. Yeah? From laziness, what laziness leads to? I can't do this now, I want to do it tomorrow. They postpone it. It leads to procrastination. And the suffering for that is sickness. But when a soul maintains purity, they never get ill. And this is the secret.
They never get ill.
Ill, yeah. This is the number one cause of sickness.
Yeah. Ever healthy, ever healthy. They remain.
Mind is working, the body is working, and the result of that is unhappiness.
Okay.
Second one is anger. And the children of that, do you think everyone or anyone likes an angry person?
Never.
Never. It creates fear. Fear, it results in hatred.
Yeah.
Result, suffering, and violence occurs, then unhappiness. Same with greed, attachment, ego. Greed, lying, making excuses, insecurity. Attachment, everyone is attached to the property, money, family, friends. As a result, they forget about God. Yeah? And it creates disharmony because it creates jealousy. Yeah? Even ego. So, this is basically the demons of death, which we overcome this first to enjoy a prosperous, successful, happy Diwali. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true, Bhaiji.
It's a very pure festival. And this is why Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga is absolutely pure.
So beautiful, Bhaiji. Like after knowing the knowledge given by Kuber, the god of wealth, and having to kill the negativities what we have got, then will become clean, totally cleansed, where we can welcome, I think on third day, the wealth of the goddess of wealth,
Very,
Shri
very
Lakshmi,
good. Yes.
Mahalakshmi.
Yes, yes, yes.
Will you throw some light on that, Bhaiji? On
Let's
third
look
day?
at slide 8. Lakshmi Pujan is considered to be a very auspicious day.
Yeah.
Yeah? It means that Lord Rama, according to the scriptures, had returned from home from exile.
Yeah.
And 14 years they spent in exile. But this refers to Lord Rama, the physical Rama in the Treta Yuga.
King Rama.
King Rama. But Rama means the creator, Father Shiva. So the Brahma Kumaris with Father Brahma, Mother Mama spent 14 years in tapasya, in the exile of tapasya, in a town called Sindh in Pakistan. At that time there was no Pakistan, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it was part of India. So before the Brahma Kumaris started, they spent 14 years in spiritual Mansa Seva, preparing the foundation of service to change this impure world to the pure world. It all started there, and now it moved here to Mount Abu, headquarters. So Lakshmi Pujan is the worship to gain wealth.
Yes.
And this knowledge of Father Shiva is the wealth. So deities wear this crown, it represents the wealth, knowledge. Yeah? They also have a double crown, which is the halo of light, which represents the purity. Now, before you do a prayer to Lakshmi, who do you think we worship first?
Ganesha.
Ganesha on the left. So, Ganesha is symbolic. There is no human being or form with a trunk and an elephant head. This is just a spiritual symbolic of Father Shiva making our souls powerful, knowledgeful. So, Ganesha is content, is full, big stomach. It means it's full of knowledge. And it's got
the
big...
son of Ganeshwara.
Yes. Ganesha means Gyan Ishwar. We gaining knowledge from
Achha.
the Creator.
From the ocean of knowledge.
And we become Ganesha. So big ears to listen attentively to knowledge.
He is also known as Vigna Vinashak,
Right.
the destroyer of obstacles.
Okay, yes. This is why he is worshipped first. Because we destroy these obstacles of Maya and Ravan. It's the waste thoughts in the mind that puts the obstacles and blocks our divine vision.
Yes.
Through the third eye of knowledge.
It
So,
blocks the intellect itself.
Yes.
It's also known as third eye of knowledge.
Yes. So, Ganesha is always giving blessings with his right hand. Sign of blessings. Yeah? And he's got a trunk. This trunk can decipher between stones and pearls.
Yeah.
It means the power to discern from negative to positive. So this is why Ganesha is worshipped. We clear our path. So Lakshmi is in front of us, the goddess of wealth. So this is very important to follow these steps where to clear the vices and become this Ganesha. We clear these obstacles through the power from our Supreme Father.
But in India, it's been practiced Bhaiji. Like we, cleanliness is next to godliness. We do say,
Yes.
but to invite and invoke that goddess of wealth, we need to be cleansed from deep within.
Exactly.
But that part is ignored, I think.
Yes.
That's why we till today we feel discontent, no happiness, because
Yes.
we are feeling empty from within.
Yes. I'll tell you why. People mistook the cleanliness of the mind for the physical cleanliness.
That's also essential, but only that part has been focused and emphasized.
Because if the mind is cluttered, the physical surrounding is dirty and cluttered. When we unclutter here, we unclutter physically as well. We take care of everything. So Lakshmi can only enter the subtle Lakshmi, the soul. The wealth of knowledge can enter. We can imbibe this knowledge and we can share this knowledge to others.
Yeah.
We are sharing the wealth of knowledge to the whole wide world. It's the Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual University is doing this through the power of the Creator.
Yes.
Through Father Brahma and to all the Brahman souls. So this is why Lakshmi has unlimited wealth. When on the path of devotion, when we pray to her, yes, the prayers do get answered. Because these are the devotees were celebrating this Diwali previously.
Yeah.
So it goes cycle after cycle, birth after birth.
Then what is all about this, Govardhan Puja, fourth day, we celebrate it as Govardhan Puja.
Okay, before we move to the fourth day, I just want to show you slide 9.
Okay.
When God Shiva creates the Brahma Kumaris, He gives each soul a choice.
Yeah.
On the right hand side here, we've got a fence. And He works through the Trimurti. This is why He's called Trimurti Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. Now, here's a fence here. You either choose love or no love. Each soul has a choice to go to heaven or not go to heaven. But you can't sit on the fence and say love or no love. You make a choice.
Yeah, either go
Love
this side or
no love. So if you choose Brahma, you go for construction of the new world order. And if you choose Shankar, which is with no love, then you go for the destruction part of the old dirty world. This is how the play is set.
That's why the term for this is written in the Bhagavad Gita saying Preet Buddhi and Vipreet Buddhi. Those with loving intellect, and those with non-loving intellects.
Those with non-loving intellect are led to destruction.
Destruction.
And those with loving intellect
They'll become
go
part of
and enjoy the true Diwali of the golden age and silver ages.
Okay. Then what about this fourth day, Bhaiji, where Govardhan Puja is performed, and also it's known as Balipadya, and in some parts of India people celebrate it as a New Year. And what's all about from spiritual perspective, Bhaiji?
Govardhan Puja, according to the scriptures, they say Krishna lifted the mountain during some torrential rain in this village of Gokul. Yeah? Because there was extreme rainfall and people were angry with Lord Indra. Who is Lord Indra?
The god of rain.
The god of rain. So, in this Kali Yuga, at the end of Kali Yuga, there are mountains of sorrow. People are angry. People are envious. People are in worry, in tension, and it is through God Shiva gives the power to Father Brahma to lift up, to cooperate, to lift this mountain of sorrow and destroy this mountain of sorrow. So, this one finger of cooperation refers to one thought. God has just one thought. What is this thought? To change the world. Yeah? He gives this thought to Father Brahma, which is the Krishna soul sitting in the body of Brahma in his last and final birth. Father Brahma has this one thought to give it to the whole Brahman family. And this is why Brahma is depicted with 1,000 arms. There is no human being with 1,000 arms. It simply
what actually
means
that change has to be brought, where that change has to be brought by? Okay, you have a thought of change.
yes.
What kind of a change
Okay.
that refers to one thought by?
To change the world from impure to pure, to change the world from hell into heaven, to change the world from Kali Yuga
But what the
into Satya
methodology?
Yuga.
One
It
thought,
means,
as you are saying.
self-transformation brings about world transformation. When we choose to make effort to look at the self and not look at others.
That's why another term for this is, Vijay, Swadarshan Chakradhari. Swa means self, darshan means to see.
Yes.
When we start looking at the self, then we may really bring about a lot changes in the world too.
Yes. Because today people want to judge others. They look at others. As a result, they cause sorrow for themselves, they cause sorrow for others. But when you only look at yourself and check your own defects, when you fix your defects, you become happy. You also make others happy. And this is service.
Again, Vijay, that, spinning the chakra,
Yes.
it's a symbolic of just one finger,
Yes.
It's again, it is said that charity begins at home. This cooperation begins from this home, from the self.
Exactly.
By the self.
One finger also meaning the trunk of the tree of variety forms of religions. Yeah, what's beneath the tree?
The roots, the seed.
Roots, and then the seed is first. The seed represents the Supreme Father. The roots, the Brahman family, the foundation. The
Those
oneness.
who supported God, who cooperated God in the
Very closely, yes. So oneness, the trunk, represents the souls of the golden and silver ages. It refers to one language, one culture, one religion, and one system of government. Since each and every soul are perfectly fulfilled, there is no search for any higher values. Even God is not remembered because they're happy. That's the Diwali.
Yeah,
True Diwali, when everyone's happy. But when they experience sorrow, they cry out to God. There are no churches, temples, priests, rituals. Religion,
no hospitals,
no worry, no sorrow,
courts,
no polices, no courts, no magistrates,
no doctors.
no doctors. Health, wealth, and prosperity. Religion is their practical life. Their bodies, the temples.
Yeah.
Imbued by God's qualities are later called gods and goddesses, deities. So, who has the power to make humans into gods and goddesses?
Definitely. God Himself.
God is the creator of Krishna, the deities. So, the trunk supports the branches of all the variety forms of religions. This is the first religion that sustains all other religions. Yeah? So,
Then Bhaji, tell us about fifth day, or you have to still explain something about 4 days, Bhaji?
so this is how the Govardhan mountain of worry, of sorrow is lifted into the true Diwali.
Diwali.
Yeah? Very beautifully
Symbolic of.
symbolic. Yeah? So we will move to slide 11.
Yeah, about Bhai Dooj, Bhaji.
Bhai Dooj.
Especially
Okay.
on Bhai Dooj, I used to, ask my mothers and siblings, why it's called only Bhai Dooj, why not Bhai and Behan Dooj, where it's again a ritual where, sisters apply tilak to their brothers, and also some sweets will be distributed, and they'll be given, sisters will be given gifts by their brothers. Okay, we used to celebrate in this way on the path of devotion. But what spirituality tells about this Bhai Dooj, Bhaiji?
Bhai Dooj is actually symbolic of brotherhood according to the slide. If you look at the slide, you will see pictures of people with their souls shining on the forehead.
Yeah.
The lamp is ignited by the Supreme Father, the Creator. But souls are neither male nor female. It takes the gender in the womb of the pregnant mother. Yeah? Although you may be sitting in a female body, according to spirituality, you are the son of God in order to claim the inheritance of God. Yeah? Because what man has done today, they rob their daughters of the inheritance. And this is unfair. But God takes all His children, all souls equally. He gives each and every one knowledge, the powers, the treasures, the health, wealth, prosperity equally. But what makes the difference? Why people are number wise in getting this inheritance from God?
Again, it depends on their choice.
Their choice as well as their capacity
To absorb.
to absorb, imbibe what the spiritual father is saying through the true Gita, which is Srimad. So the more we follow the directions of our Supreme Father, we begin to experience health, wealth and prosperity. Because this is a brotherhood, hence the term, this brotherhood has stemmed about because all are sons, all souls are sons from one Father. This is why spirituality, they speak about brother and sister or brothers. Most religion refer to souls as brothers.
Yeah.
So, when we become soul conscious, we do not see the body. But today, according to the scriptures, sister is giving the brother Rakhi or is offering something to the brother in Bhai Dooj. Also symbolic that they should not be stripped by the brother. Because man today, due to lust, is affecting the woman. And this is why this Bhai Dooj is very important, to only see the brotherhood in every soul, not the body. When we see the body, we see something else, which creates and stimulates the pituitary gland in a different way to create different actions. Action is karma.
You mean to say having an attitude of or vision of looking at everyone as a soul.
We do not become lustful, we do not become greedy, we treat each other as brothers, we do not become angry, we do not become like attached, we do not have ego. But when we see the body and we see, oh, manager or subordinate, we create the fear or doubt. People get scared. So it's very important to become soul conscious. So the degree of happiness depends on the purity and cleanliness of the soul, as well as the quality of karma that the soul has accumulated. In the very beginning, souls were descending from Paramdam in the highest possible degree of purity. Therefore, the only experience of souls were love, peace, and happiness.
Yeah, that is why it's said purity is the mother of peace and prosperity.
Yes, and that time was called Satyuga,
Satyuga.
the age of truth or the golden age of mankind.
Yeah.
It was a time of only one kingdom and only one language. It was the kingdom of the deities, a kingdom that represented the highest civilization, the highest culture, art and sciences.
Thank you very much, Bhaiji.
On this note, I send you lots of love, joy, peace, happiness, good wishes, and God's richest blessings.
Thank you, Bhaiji. Thank you for having our viewers to know true significance of Diwali. And with this note, we'll conclude with the meditation commentary. Let's have a short meditation commentary, Bhaiji. Just sit upright and relaxed. Om Shanti. Only through the divine intervention of my most beloved Supreme Father of all souls, I begin to realize the true meaning of Diwali. I am a living lamp, a soul, a being of light. I feel so fortunate to be ignited directly by the Supreme Flame, Param Jyoti, Param Pita, Paramatma, Shiv Baba, Noor-e Ilahi. As I maintain this awareness of being a point of light, I begin to realize my true nature of peace. With this unique awareness, I, the soul, skyrocket through the galaxies, passing the sun, the moon, and the stars. I reach the region of golden red divine light, usually termed as Param Dham, Shanti Dham. This is my sweet silence home, the home of all souls and the home of the Supreme Father, the Creator of heaven as well. This is the region of immense light. I find myself in the presence of my Shiv Baba. My Baba is a spark of light, radiating the ocean of light. I begin to absorb in his light and feel so light, so powerful, becoming free from the burden and bondages of negativities and impurities. I allow myself to be immersed into the light of my Shiv Baba. I become completely absorbed in his divine light. I feel united and one. I allow myself to stay in this state for a while. Having to replenish and recharge myself, reciprocating my greetings with my beloved Baba, I return back into this physical dimension via the sky, in my physical body, in the center of my forehead. I feel more empowered, a being of light. I feel light. I see light. I shine and share just light.